Welcome back to IGN Live at San Diego Comic-Con 2018. It's crazy to think that Family Guy is 1 year away from its 20th anniversary, but none of it would be possible without its iconic and hilarious cast. Ladies and gentlemen, the voices of Lois and Cleveland, Alex Borstein and Mike Henry. Thanks so much for joining us.
Hey, thanks for having us.
We're so happy to have you guys in. You guys have a panel later. Any big announcements you want to tell us?
We're getting married.
You guys are getting married?
It's because I'm pregnant.
You're pregnant
Yeah,
too.
she got me pregnant from behind.
Thank you for...
We were gonna wait and announce it at the panel, but we're just too excited.
Yeah.
IGN exclusive.
Since we're
right
live.
here.
Since we're live.
Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. That's a major announcement. But obviously, a lot of people want me to talk about this show. I mean, 20 years. Did you guys ever see this coming when you first started working on it? Did you think it was going to be as epic as The Simpsons?
She said coming.
Oh.
No, I had no idea. We are the luckiest. We're the luckiest people in baseball, and we realize how lucky we are.
No doubt.
It's ridiculous.
No doubt.
It's awesome.
I mean, when you started doing the show, did you see like how wonderful it was? I mean, it had such a tumultuous beginning, right?
Like, you know what? When I first read the script, I knew it was different. Like, it was so different. It was like this weird hybrid of sketch, and it was hard-hitting, and it was bizarre, and I knew it was different, but I didn't know that the world would love
funny.
different.
It was funny, and that was the main thing. We cracked each other up, right? We all would just laugh.
It still is. That's what people are always like. Do you still enjoy doing it? And it's like every time I open a script, there's at least like 2 belly laughs, which is so rare, and I just feel lucky.
You guys are really lucky, and everybody loves the show. So
What do you mean lucky? We're talented.
I mean, you're so talented. I'm sorry. No, don't shame me. I apologize.
Can we talk about your name for a second?
Yeah.
Jackie Jing?
Yeah.
It's the coolest thing
That
I've
is
ever heard.
cool.
Yeah, I get Trisha Takanawa jokes all the time.
Oh,
Do you?
That's
Yeah.
awful. What would,
I'm standing here at IGN Live with Jackie Jing.
Jackie
I don't think I
Jing?
can do a voice like that. Like, how do you do that?
I don't know. Oh, thank you.
It's like, you gotta like do a little bit of nasaliness.
It's a little bit of nasal. It's a little bit like you're holding an acorn in your anus. Try it.
Oh my God.
Try it.
You want me to try it?
Imagine it and try
Okay,
it.
I'm
anybody have an
gonna
acorn?
try to imagine that. Like, what should I say?
Say,
I'm standing here with an acorn in my anus.
Oh my goodness, am I gonna say that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm standing here with an acorn and I can't do it.
You didn't believe it. She
I
wasn't.
can't
No,
do
no.
it. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Okay, you guys are talented.
You know what?
Obviously, you just saw how badly I failed
You're
at doing
smart
that.
for not doing it, because it could have grown to a mighty oak.
My goodness. Okay, we're getting off here. Okay, but I do want to ask you guys, how did you guys come up with these voices? Like, what influenced them?
You know, it's
Another
Lois
acorn in the
is
anus?
kind of a ripoff of a cousin of mine that lives on Long Island.
Really?
It's like
Okay.
a mishmash of her. Trisha Takanawa. You just kind of pull from all these different influences in your life.
The reporter voice. Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of you steal.
Cleveland was a dude I played basketball with one time. So he's from Maryland. Happened to be the week that we started Family Guy, so I pitched his voice in the room, and there we go. And Herbert was a sweet old man that worked at a grocery store. Hey guys. He was just this nice old guy, and I would make folksy jokes about him being, whatever, a pervert. And then one joke about him being a pedophile was like a spark in a dry forest in the Family Guy writers' room.
The heart wants what the heart wants.
It does.
We and then like Babs Peterschmidt was kind of a little Katharine Hepburn and a little, I don't know, you kind of I don't know. They come from everywhere.
That's great. Like, so sometimes it's like someone famous, sometimes it's someone you just meet. So again, we were talking about this show being around for 20 years. How do you think that it's evolved? I mean, it's gone through a lot of different changes, but there's some parts of it that it's just like, it's Family Guy at its core, right?
I mean, even on a tiny level, our voices have changed. If you listen to Lois from the beginning to the end, her voice has gotten higher.
They've gone
In
digital.
the beginning, it was a little bit lower and a little bit slower. And now
It's higher. It's interesting.
It's tight. Everything tightened up. It truly, and the animation too is, you watch the first
That's
couple
true.
seasons.
The
It's
animation's
like
a little different.
Yeah. So.
Okay, so I want to know, was there any point where you guys were like, I'm not saying this, I'm not doing this, like this is too far? Do you remember anything like that?
The writer's room, first of all, the show is written by a large group of very talented people. It's like not one person. And it was Seth's vision, but now it's kind of become its own. Everyone in the room decides what works by laughing. Like what's funny gets put in, and if you try something at the table read and it's not funny, it doesn't last. So I've never had something on there that I've said,
You're saying content-wise that we just didn't want to say?
Like they gave you something and you were like, okay, I don't know if I can do this one.
Probably, but I don't remember what.
You don't remember anything?
Patrick
I don't think I
Warburton,
ever have.
actually, his mother would be very upset with him, and there were a couple things that he wouldn't do.
I mean, this show definitely pushed buttons. Do you guys remember anything that that you thought it went too far and the network was like, okay, you guys you can't do this, and that you wanted to go on?
Way back when, one of the very first bits we did was a JFK assassination Pez dispenser joke.
That was in.
But at first it was kind of, and then when they re-aired it, I think they pulled it out. There was something about that. It's the only thing I can remember.
There were certain jokes because years in the future we did an episode where Meg has a whatever you call it now, gender reassignment, and we weren't allowed to say she had an addictomy.
Oh, okay. My goodness. Okay, for me,
But you can say anything on IGN.
Is gender reassignment the right thing?
It's like, just don't
Is that
say
what you
any
call
curse
it?
words.
I don't know.
I'm not sure either.
Transition from one gender to the other? Maybe.
Yeah. So for me, like two of my favorite scenes is the AHA scene and then the Neverending Story one. I wanted to see if you guys had any favorite moments.
I love AHA too.
Yeah, that one's so good.
Anytime Lois gets to say
Diarrhea.
That's good.
who wants chowder?
I like that.
Those are some favorite moments.
What about you?
I don't know. So, catch the greased up deaf guy. You're never gonna catch me. It's a bunch of randomness. I don't know.
So besides the characters you guys play, were there any characters in the show that you ever wanted to do that you're like, oh, I really like that character?
Of someone else's, you
Yeah,
mean?
someone else's, yeah.
Well,
mean, dude?
Chris, I'd like to eat your butt, Chris. Is that right?
Yeah, that was pretty good, yeah.
Oh, Peter. Acorn in the anus? I don't know. I got it.
Sure, do that line again.
All right. Oh, Peter, stop putting those acorns in my anus.
Oh my goodness, okay.
I'm sorry. everyone.
Clearly he doesn't understand the character. She would not say
She
stop.
does like that, actually.
So what do you think is gonna happen for the next 20 years of Family Guy?
I don't know. What is going to happen?
Same
I guess flying cars.
Definitely.
I don't know. I think everyone kind of feels the same way, that we want to stick around as long as we're funny.
Yeah.
And as long as there's something relevant and something to be said. So hopefully that means forever, but
Let's do it.
Forever, I'm
Yeah, why not?
down.
it's
Thank you
nice
guys
because
so much.
our animated
Yeah.
characters, you don't age.
Yeah.
Stewie ain't 21 now.
No Botox for
No,
Lois.
so little baby. Oh my gosh, you
That's it.
guys, that was so much
Thanks,
fun.
Jackie
Thank you
G.
so much. Yeah.
Jackie G.
All right,
I like Jackie
should I
G.
read it with like an
Jackie G.
acorn in my anus? Isn't that how you guys
Jackie
should
G.
read
Yes.
it? Okay.
Let me rock it, Jackie G.
Family Guy
Jackie G,
season
that's all I wanna
17
do.
premieres September 30th on Fox. When we come back, we'll do our best to get some top secret information from Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. IGN at Comic-Con continues right after this. Is that good?
I like it.
Is that bad?